The other thing that we've been forced to do, as you know, I'm from Australia. Australia is one of the highest compliance and regulation standards in the world. We've been forced to become more an advisor or a consultant than a salesperson. We've had to increase our educational standards and provide more and more full focus financial planning than just transactional work where we're selling an insurance product or a retirement product. We have to give deeper advice. And clients trust you more and respect you more when they know they're not being sold something. We've been forced into it, and even now in Australia there's more and more regulations being introduced. And I know in Malaysia there's more and more compliance being introduced, the balanced scorecard, etc. It's going to continue. And one of the most enjoyable privileges of being on the MDRT Executive Committee is that we get the opportunity to travel the world. We meet with our members, we meet with our aspiring members, and we meet with the companies that our members work with. This enables us to gain a better understanding of their culture, how they deliver advice to their clients, the products they market, the conditions they work under, and this provides us with an invaluable insight into the world they live in. So on a global basis, it's apparent that we are living through one of the most disruptive periods in financial services history. As I mentioned, Australia has compliance and regulation, but we're actually going through a revolution. You're seeing the start of it now coming into Malaysia with the balanced scorecard. We now have substantial education programs that we have to undertake, whether you've been in the business for 5 years or 37 years, such as myself. And what we're seeing is that in England, Australia, Canada, and also the US, the governments are getting more and more involved, and the regulators are getting more and more involved in compliance. They're telling us how we must deliver advice. Whereas on the other side of the coin, in the emerging economies, we're seeing China, India, Thailand, a lot of countries in Asia, their biggest challenge is keeping up with demand, making sure that they can deliver quality advice for the more and more people who are now aware of insurance and financial products, retirement products, to help them get by. So the other thing that changes when people become more aware of the services that we offer is clients' expectations. Clients expect us to do better. And more and more and more we're seeing clients have different alternatives to dealing directly with an advisor. They can go online. There's fintech, you name it. There's direct marketing. And unless we develop a process that we can get closer to our clients, we will fall away. Now, Gary Hamel is a business consultant from the US, and he basically says that if client ignorance is a profit center for your business, you are in real trouble. Now, basically what that means, in Australia it means that if we're not dealing on a regular basis with our clients, we haven't built a strong relationship with them. There's nothing to bind them to us. If they do not understand the services we provide or what the products that we have sold them provide, they will move, and they will move their products. So we have to continually improve. We have to have these deep and meaningful conversations with our clients, finding out what is truly important to them and keeping a record of these things that are most important to them. These become the basis for every conversation that I have with my clients, and most of us should be having with our clients. Good advisors help their clients fulfill the promises and commitments that they have made, not only to themselves, but also to their families. So planning with them, getting close to them, celebrating their successes and milestones, and being there for them in challenging times is what we do. In particular, that's what MDRT members do. We're here for the long haul. We don't go in, sell a product, and never see those clients again. And that's what governments are trying to encourage us to do on a global basis. They're trying to encourage us to become better educated, become more professional, and make sure that we can be recognised like accountants and lawyers around the world. So while we continue to put our clients' needs ahead of our own, we will continue to move forward, both personally and professionally. So what else have I learned? I've learned a lot of things, some good, some bad, in the insurance industry, financial services industry. And a lot of people of my age, with my level of years in this business, I tend to find they get very complacent. So they stop doing the things that help get them to where they were. They get bored, they get complacent, their business plateaus, and unfortunately it eventually starts to decline. Now that's no way to finish your career, with a business in state of decline. So if you're at that stage in your career now, where there's no real challenges that excite you, you're not excited about going to work every day, I would encourage you to think of two things. Get involved in an association, be it your local association, or even better, get involved with your MDRT local association, and give back. Give back some of your knowledge to the people who are coming through, and give back some of your knowledge to the industry. You'll be surprised how much you get out of giving back. And talking with some of our long-standing MDRT members over the last couple of days, they fully understand this. I've had the opportunity to spend some time with Mohan and Lila over the last couple of days, and they are givers. And if you ask them about what they get out of MDRT, they say it's far more than what they ever give. They become involved. And as I say, the more involved that you get, the more you get back. Now last year, just on MDRT business with travel, meetings overseas, etc., I was away from my office for 5 months. Now 5 months is a long time to be away from your office. I'm very lucky I've got some support staff there, but I still had one of my best years ever. I was focusing on MDRT work as well as my own business, but the fact that I know how to do things, once again I'm focusing my time when I'm in the office. I was still very productive, still qualified for TOT, whereas if someone said to me 10, 15, 20 years ago, can you qualify for top of the table in 7 months, I would say it's impossible. But once again, it's that focus and giving back. The other thing that I've found extremely helpful to me is mentoring younger advisors. We've got 5 younger advisors in my office, and they all get mentored. We teach them to do the things our way. We teach them to allocate their time correctly. We teach them to say no to doing the things that will distract them, dealing with clients that aren't going to help them get to where they want to go. And whilst we think that mentoring other advisors, younger advisors, takes time away from our business, my experience is that the more I mentor younger advisors, the more enthusiastic I get about the business as well. Some of the younger people in my office have taught me more in the last few years than what I think I've ever taught them, because they're aware of how the business has changed. They're aware of how we should now be corresponding with clients, interacting with clients, and so on. Reach back and try and help some people. And that is one of the greatest things that I will walk away from my business, is saying that my legacy will be not only that I've had a successful career, it will be that I've helped some other people become successful, help get the demons out of their minds and teach them that yes, they can be successful. Give them some self-confidence when their confidence is at an all-time low. Sit down, work with them. I still do joint appointments with the client, with the younger advisors in my office, and they do joint appointments with me, and we learn off each other. And as I mentioned earlier, I had a mentor when I was having tough times in this industry. And here I am now, the incoming president of MDRT. And I would not be here, thank you. I would not be standing here today in Kuala Lumpur talking with 2,000 people if someone had not taken the time to take an interest in me and mentor me and help me become better. So if there's people in the room today who are finding things tough, talk to one of the people here who are MDRT qualifiers, who are core to the table or top of the table. If you're a qualifying member, talk to a core to the table member. If you're a core to the table member, talk to a top of the table member. Just get their insight. As I said, it's helped me enormously, and that's one of the things, that's my legacy that I want to get back. If we can help younger people develop and make this industry stronger, more professional, more compliant, so that we can help more and more of our own people. So in closing today, thanks again for having me here. Your hospitality is fantastic. I love coming here. My wife hasn't been here before, but I think she'll want to come back. The team that has put this MDRT event together today are exact examples of the people that I talk about. People who are prepared to give freely of their own time, expect nothing in return, but the camaraderie they build in between companies, the ideas they share are second to none. So thank you for all the work you've done. Thank you for all the sponsors who have taken the time to get behind MDRT and make this such a successful day. So sit back, learn, reset your goals, make that commitment when you finish here today that you're going to implement some of those ideas. And hopefully I will see the majority of you, if not in Miami for the annual meeting in June next year, at our brand new meeting, our global conference in September in Sydney, Australia. Thanks again. Have a great day.